It's the women's specialist organisations that are in this to change the world that really want to make a difference. So that's why we're part of the consortium.
Funders enable us to empower women from Black minority communities in alliance with women from other communities. I think the consortium allows us to do that because it's essential that we uphold the human rights of all women from all communities in London.
Vulnerable and often very destitute women in our communities, women who don't often access generic services, who can't access generic services, rely on specialist services.
The London Violence Against Women and Girls Consortium came together, made up of 22 different specialist violence against women and girls organisations, some working in frontline delivery, some working more strategically.
We are a partnership, we are collaborating, we are sharing, and we are having a bigger impact because of that.
It's one of the reasons why the consortium is such a pioneer initiative and so special, and it's because mainstream services are working alongside specialist organisations.
What a specialist service is able to do is reach out to women when they're at their lowest ebb, when their self-confidence has been destroyed by abuse, and help them understand in a culturally sensitive way the options that they have.
The issue here is choice and being able to offer choice to BME women.
And the thing that is really very difficult for women in terms of their recovery is that they don't get justice. And for us, justice is not just simply going to a Crown Court and somebody passing a sentence. For us, it's almost in terms of the work that we do, the clinical work we do with women, is about their sense of self, that somebody has recognised that in fact they do exist. And we see women going to they go to the police, they go to social services, they go to statutory services, they go to MPs, they come to us to try to, can somebody acknowledge that I have been harmed in some way.
If I could change just one thing about professional response to domestic violence, it would be to ensure that every professional agency that a victim might turn to for help has been adequately trained.
In the UK, we believe that honour-based violence is an extremely widespread issue. We campaign already kind of to end honour-based violence and forced marriage and FGM in that sense. And we like to see a nationwide strategy.
When we work with women who come to us in their 50s, you are looking at quite entrenched symptoms and signs of trauma. They would have had a number of other negative impacts in terms of socioeconomic impact as well, and just in terms of how their lives have played themselves out. If we had worked with that same woman at 15, the outcome for her would be far better.
We work on behaviour change, and behaviour change can only happen through long-term engagement, and long-term engagement is only possible with sustained funding.
Keep funding specialist services. Resist the gradual advancement of the mainstream and the sense that bigger is better, because what we offer is incalculable amounts of expertise, years of experience in appreciating the subtleties of what makes a real difference.
We know how involved and how expensive it is for police involvement from the health sector, from GPs, from hospitals, housing services, and from social services where the children are involved. And so we know that our work is effective and that it's saving money.
I've worked on the National Helpline for 10 years, and in that time, or through all that time, there has never been enough spaces, enough refuges in London, enough services on the ground. And now with the cutbacks, there are even less, and the threat is that they will be reduced even more.
The things that people say to us, funders say to us, oh, you need to work together better, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'd like to say that back to funders.
The consequences if specialist services disappear is that there'll be more pressure on the police, more pressure on the NHS and the accident and emergency services, and ultimately more women will die.
Well, it ain't what you say, it's what you do.
Solace Women's Aid.
Southall Black Sisters.
Forward. Marciana Network.
Tender, Education and Arts.
Women's Resource Centre.
Latin American Women Rights Service.
Jewish Women's Aid.
Women and Girls Network.
Refuge.
Naya.
Asian Women's Resource Centre.
AVA, Against Violence and Abuse.
Respect.
Women's Aid.
Iranian and Kurdish Women's Rights Organization, ICRO.
Imagine Women's Centres.
Chinese Information and Advice Centre.
IMCON.
Each counselling and support.
Rights of Women.
I know you mean what you say when you do what you say you'll do.